What's up, Matty D? Wednesday, December 11th, 2024. Absolutely amazing. You know, even though I went to lunch yesterday, as soon as I walked in there, the only two people that are eating lunch as I went later, these two guys, and what are they talking about? I hear ghost gun, I hear this, talking about this stuff, right? I just started throwing out all my truth. And I started even saying, but don't look at Israel. Don't look at Netanyahu, what's going on with him right now. And I even bring up the other stuff and all this shit, right? I mentioned how not even a whole week ago, the Iranian prime minister was saying that it's the U.S. and the Israelis behind this. How the hell did it fall so fast? How are the rebels advancing so fast? The same thing, and you know what? Ugh, God, it fucking makes me sick. Same thing with the CEO shooting bullshit. I said it's like Boston bombing 2.0. You got girls out there getting wet over this guy. You got two different types of backpacks. You got two different pictures of people. It's so freaking full of shit to me. It's so obvious. I even showed why, and I showed it yesterday, and I'm just getting it out here, guys. I even said how the McDonald's things rang like the Steve Steven thing. I started looking at this Netanyahu trial. I start seeing what he's saying. I see what he's doing in freaking what they're claiming with Syria, that the military just abandoned their posts right there where the Israelis and Syrians freaking negotiated a buffer zone freaking on the border there. So they're taking it over. They're invading Golan Heights like fucking huge. They're literally out there saying this is because Trump is in charge now. Netanyahu is saying all that shit. Trump is in charge. It's clear. Biden's not running shit anymore. Here, you can see Netanyahu goes and he's knocking. I mean, fuck him too, and John Kerry, Obama and John Kerry. But he's knocking them, saying like they made it clear that they're against what I believe in. This is the way it keeps going with the Democrats and Republicans. This way, they get their different footholds in the Middle East the way they're doing this shit. Anyway, as they're talking about that crap, that's what I mean. He brings up this Afghanistan shit here and his beliefs and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, remember what happened with Afghanistan? Oh, in Iraq and that shit? Remember all of a sudden they just abandoned their posts? Our trained fucking security that we left? And then they invaded again? I can't anymore, man. You know, I mean, look at this. Israel strikes Syria 480 times and seizes territory as Netanyahu pledges to change the face of the Middle East. They don't even give a fuck anymore. They really, really don't. You know, I don't even know what to say anymore. It's like, I mean, literally he's saying is, he's out there making this appearance, and I'm going to quote this son of a bitch. Obama made it clear to me that U.S. policy was going to take a sharp turn against the ideas I believed in. Netanyahu recounted of his interactions with the U.S. in the early days of Obama. He saw Iran not as a threat, but as an opportunity, and saw a vital need for us to return to the 67 lines and establish a Palestinian state here. I had to face a great pressure to create a Palestinian state, Netanyahu said. Not even one brick will you build over the Green Line, I responded. Half of Jerusalem is over the Green Line, for instance. I mean, oh my God. They don't care. Like I said, there's such a big fucking distraction going on right now with everybody at the perfect fucking timing in this goddamn country. Excuse my blasphemy. The other thing I freaking, look at me right here. Netanyahu makes it clear Biden is no longer in charge. Yeah, exactly. By doing what he did. This is what I mean. When I mentioned the Prime Minister of Iran, and I mentioned it not even a week ago, look what they're writing today on Yahoo News. This is, December 10th, yesterday afternoon. Washington awoke this week to news that broke early Sunday morning of the fall of the Assad regime, an end to one of the most murderous and oppressive dictatorships in the world, one that had persisted since the 70s through consecutive U.S. administrations which opposed it. As Syrians celebrated across Damascus and elsewhere in the country, other powers in the region took action, citing a supposed threat from anti-Israel militant groups in country now under undergoing a massive political upheaval, Israeli troops occupied 5 villages across the Golan Heights, an area in Syria's southwest. It also struck countless other targets in the country. The move was immediately denounced as violation of international law. Once again, while this guy is in the ICC, International Criminal Court, they don't give a flying fuck. And that's what I've even said. It doesn't matter. The courts don't matter. God, man. Trump, the most pro... Jesus. I can't, guys. I can't even say it anymore. The Syrian army abandoned its positions in the area around the negotiated Israeli-Syrian buffer zone, which potentially creates a vacuum that could have been filled by terrorist organizations that would threaten the state of Israel, said State Department spokesman Matt Miller Monday. This is what I'm saying now. He goes on to keep saying this. This is a temporary action that they have taken in response to actions by the Syrian military to withdraw from that area, while adding that the Biden administration, which has little more than 1 month left in office, would be watching what steps Israel takes in the coming weeks. Like I said, they don't give a flying fuck. They're going on with this. Even before the end of the business day in Washington, a starkly different message had been issued from a Twitter account operated by Netanyahu's office. Quote, "The importance of this historic recognition has been underscored today. The Golan Heights will be an inseparable part of the state of Israel forever." I'm just done. Guys, always thanks for listening to me rant about this shit, because again, I've been saying it for years. And with Trump, the fucking Israel will be on full-on fucking steroids. And like I said, Trump's going to take us right to the end of this freaking decade. I don't know what the fuck's going to come by 2029 going to 2030 with their fucking huge Agenda 2030s. I think they're way behind on this shit. 10-minute cities, there are other... I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I think they're going to fuck up a lot of shit with weather shit. That's just my fucking thing. But anyway, I'm out. Peace.